In other news now, the latest official crime figures show another rise in recorded offences in the last calendar year. Forces across the region saw an increase in violent crime, but there were fewer thefts and burglaries. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is with me. Jeremy, this is very much a mixed picture.
Yeah, good news and bad news in today's official figures. They've been released by the Office for National Statistics. They're a detailed breakdown of recorded crime for the year to the end of December. Now, Derbyshire still has the region's lowest crime rate. Nottinghamshire still has the highest, but these figures show that gap is really starting to close now, and we can show you here how overall recorded crime rose by 29% in Derbyshire last year, but just 2% in Leicestershire and 4% in Nottinghamshire. Look at robbery, that's gone up in most places, but Nottinghamshire's figure didn't change at all last year. And there were fewer burglaries. They went down by 5% in Derbyshire and 14% in Leicestershire and Nottinghamshire. Just look, though, at what's happened to violent crime. That's gone up by 69% in Derbyshire. Smaller rises elsewhere. Nottinghamshire still has this region's highest violent crime rate. And the force says that's because they're now hearing about more violence that's less serious. And they say when you look at the detail, it's more encouraging.
Violence with injury is actually down within these statistics. I'm very pleased about that, and I think that's a continued reflection of the focus we're applying on domestic violence. And in some of those key areas, particularly around knife crime, around burglary, around robbery, I'm very pleased with the reductions, as I am with the reductions in sexual offences, in particular rape.
So a very positive assessment there from Nottinghamshire's Chief Constable. But is he disappointed that the force's total recorded crime rose last year?
He's not, and that's because he's confident that they're already turning things round. He told me the next official figures in 3 months' time are going to show that overall crime rate is falling. We've also heard today from the Derbyshire force whose crime figures rose so sharply last year. Now, they say that's because inspectors told them to improve their recording systems, which means they're now counting a lot more crime, especially violence and sex offences.
And let's talk about knife crime, because nationally they hit a record high. So how does it look in our region? Well,
the figures say Leicestershire is the knife crime hotspot here. Their knife crime figures went up again last year. And Leicestershire Police have said today that tackling violence is a priority with things like their violence reduction network, their Lives Not Knives campaign as well. I think the really big question here, though, is what's going to happen to the crime figures next year, because, of course, we're all in lockdown at the moment, and as we know, that lockdown appears to be transforming the way that crimes are being committed.
It'll be interesting, won't it? Jeremy, thank you.